Why Tinubu may not survive 2027 election, and now to the news info. The national chairman of the Social Democratic Party (SDP), Shehu Gabam, has submitted that the economic policies of President Bola Tinubu may hinder him from winning re-election in 2027. Well, that's possible, but that is if we are going to have free and fair election in the country. Because you people seem to always forget that there's Inec, and there's Mahmoud Yakubu, and there's the judiciary. So if you think, we know that, his policies are bad, we know that he's not doing anything for us, we know that we are suffering and smiling at this point, you know, even the people that voted for him, they are saying shaggy right now, and I'm sure that they are regretting their actions and might want to do better in 2027. But we still have Mahmoud Yakubu. So how are we going to deal with that? That is the cocoa. How are we going to deal with Inec disrupting elections, rigging election on their behalf? How are we going to stand against their thugs? Because they are going to have thugs. It's obvious. They will send their thugs to come and scatter, to come and steal ballot boxes if they see that things are not going their way. So are we ready for all the taxes that they are going to bring? How are we going to counter them when their PDP, when their thugs come in? How are we going to stand for our right and say, Inec, we are going to stand with our votes. You're not going to change any numbers there. You're not going to do anything manipulative here. Are we ready to do that? If not, even with the fact that we are seeing shaking now, it's still going to enter if we don't have anything to counter these people, to make sure that they do the right thing in 2027. Inec especially. According to the SDP chairman, many of the economic policies of the Tinubu administrations are unpopular with Nigerians. He listed some of the policies that may negatively impact Tinubu's re-election bid, to include the removal of petrol subsidy, unification of forest rates, electricity tariff hike, and telecoms tariff hike, amongst others. We know. Recently, they just said they will increase electricity hikes again. Electricity tariff, they are going to hike it again. But what are we going to do? We are just going to rant. That's what we are going to do. We are just going to rant. At the end of the day, we will pay the money. If by tomorrow they say they want to increase petroleum price, we are just going to rant. So how do we get it right in 2027? How do we make sure that Inec does not rig election? How do we make sure that when their talks come, we are going to stand and say, for here today, Nibi by Kokolo? Are we ready for that? If you are truly tired of suffering, if you are truly tired of these people, then by 2027, they will not sway people with rice, with money, because some people are still going to get swayed. I don't know, they used to forget that this, I don't know, maybe when they come, they used to use jazz for them, and then they forget what they are doing, they lose their brain, and sell their future away for another 4 years for rice that will not last you for 1 week. Because I don't understand. Tinubu needs to review some of his policies. He needs to rejig his cabinet if he wants to leave a legacy that by 2 years. And I don't see him surviving another election with the same kind of policies going on. Gabam said this on Sunday edition of Inside Sources with Laolu Akonde, a social-political program aired on Channels Television. He likened the grumblings and protests already being suffered by the Tinubu government just after about 2 years in office to what happened during the tenure of former President Goodluck Jonathan in 2012. He added that just as Jonathan couldn't survive the election, Tinubu may also fail at the polls in 2027. He will fail if Inec will allow our votes to stand. If their thugs, even their thugs say they supposed to get sense and know that these people do not care about you. And by 2027, they should even support the masses. People are also suffering. I mean, the fuel price now is not affecting people. It's affecting them. Everything that is going on in this country is affecting them. So I hope that they also have sense. They will use you to steal ballot boxes. They will use you to fight their battles, but their children are outside the country, enjoying, having access to good education. Even your oga for touts, and Solo, the likes of them, their children are outside the country doing way better than you, but they will use you to fight. You might die in the process, and you don't want to have sense. I really hope that by 2027, our brains are open to see that these people, they don't care about anybody but themselves. And when they use you, at the end of the day, they are going to dump you. I really hope that they know what they are doing. They know. Protests against Jonathan started 2 years into his administration, and he couldn't survive it. And there will be no president in history who has spent money to be re-elected in the history of Nigeria like President Jonathan. So if people are thinking that they will use money, they are mistaken. You will only rig while you are popular, he said. Not done, Gabam added that President Tinubu is running a hostile government which sees all opposition members as enemies. The SDP chairman alleged that the current government wants to make Nigeria a one-party state. He said nobody can talk to a governor, he will abuse you. He's an emperor, you dare not talk to him. You dare not advise him. The same thing applies to the current government. The moment you advise them, they see you as an enemy. Yes, so they don't listen to advice. So then they listen to advice. Everything that they do is okay to them. They forget that some of the political parties stood by Inec at the point of announcing the election results because you don't want anarchy to ensue. You don't want anarchy to ensue. Solomon Wisdom says, I like this name, Solomon Wisdom. Something must be done to Inec chairman before 2027. That is it. Otherwise, no vacancy in presidential seats in 2027. I don't know how they are going to do it, because even if they sack Mahmoud Yakubu now, who is going to elect the next Inec chairman? Is it not still them? That one might even be worse than Mahmoud Yakubu. So how do we do it? Maybe we should just conduct the election by ourselves. I don't know if that is possible. Now wow, it is what Austin Chinemere says. Tinubu does not deserve second term because he hasn't done anything in Nigeria since he was elected, other than traveling to every country of the world. He doesn't have the requisite experience to rule Nigeria as a president. I would have suggested that he be replaced with another smart Yoruba man. He is just a ceremonial president, punishing Nigerians with hardship. When must he be a Yoruba man again? What happened to Peter Obi? Let us try this man out. What happened to Peter Obi? Sheyin Dambo says, bring back fuel subsidy or else you will not be in second tenure. There are signals to you for long. Or you think that one bothers them? As long as they have Inec, if they go to court, they have a judiciary that will rule in their favor. You think they care? They don't care. They do not. Creek Commander says, surely Tinubu will not succeed in rigging himself into Aso Rock again. We pray so. He has been doing trial and error governance, with the prices of goods and services resembling that of Zimbabwe in the twilight of Mugabe's exit. Nigerians are currently in a furnace, but God dey, and I hope that by 2027, He helps us, and He helps us to pursue these people out of that presidential seat. Because we really cannot do it on our own. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.